Oh my god, Clay, you play the guitar, man? I'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Survival of the Fittest. This is going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Survival of the Fittest Season 5. This is for Season 5, Episode 7, titled Hit and Run. Okay guys, just going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for Survival of the Fittest. This one's going to be doing my video review for this week's episode of Season 5 of Survival of the Fittest. This one is Episode 7, titled Hit and Run. So, this is Episode 7 of Survival of the Fittest. We are making our way through this season so darn quick, it's not even funny. We are already at the 7th episode of this season. So, things going very well. I think that this season has been really, really good so far, and I think Episode 7 might be one of my new favorites this season. So this episode, now if for a reviewing sake, I don't think that this episode is too much to exactly talk about, but I do think that this was a very enjoyable episode of the season, because this is kind of an episode that I feel like we've been kind of needing to have ever since the season has started, just because the season has been so much like stuff going on every episode. We're always, kind of dealing with something. And then it was actually kind of nice to be able to kind of like sit back a little bit this episode and kind of just chill and watch an episode of Survival of the Fittest. It wasn't anything too crazy, and I actually think it works in its benefits. So, episode 7 is essentially kind of a day in the life type of episode. We do have a small shootout with the Brotherhood storyline, but aside from that, we're mostly kind of just focused in here on this supply run that Carter and Dog are on, and then we also have the stuff going on back home with David and Blair and Clay and everybody else. So, I guess we'll kind of discuss these in kind of separate groups. So, first of all, we've got the Brotherhood. So let's talk about the action first of all. So you've got Wayne, who's captured by this Kyle dude. Obviously, he wants to get information out of him. He basically, he tries to beat his head in. He basically does everything he can to find out the information. But essentially, they do break him, and then you've got the rest of his men that kind of go in there, and they basically, take out the rest of the group. They take out Randall. They take out everybody else. And Wayne basically gets saved, and he kills Randall in revenge. But he doesn't kill him right then and there. They actually bring him back to their camp, and he actually manages to kill Randall right there. And then he basically says, like, get ready for a battle, because, things are going to get pretty intense, right? So I thought that was really interesting, seeing him, kind of getting saved by his own people and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And I think it was a cool battle scene overall. And I particularly like the guns that they had in this one, because you got this four-wheeler that they're using to fire back at the Brotherhood. And you've got, like, it's firing on both ends where the lights would be. And I'm like, dude, that is such a darn cool weapon. So we do have that. So that is one of my all-time favorite weapons this show has had. I absolutely love that. And yeah, I thought the battle itself was really, really good. So then we've got Carter and we've got Dog. They're basically on a run. They kind of go through like a house and this and that. Just kind of, again, very much just chilling, killing some lurkers, stuff like that. And yeah, again, like, I wish I could say more about it, but that's legit that's literally all that happened with them. It's a pretty simplistic, story. And then back at home, you've got basically Blair, who's kind of trying to prove himself. They're kind of planning an attack on the Brotherhood, and you can kind of feel one like kind of getting ready to happen here in the next few episodes. But you've got Blair that's, hanging up this picture of Jeremy on the wall and stuff like that. You've got him like drinking. We get to know Marcy and the other dude a little bit more. As Blair kind of tells him, his life story, basically. And you got David that kind of interrupts them and says that he's missing a part, right? Because even though Blair is trying to kind of make them like him, he isn't telling them exactly what he did to Morgan. He isn't exactly telling them the full life story, and David kind of calls him out on that. So you've got that, and we do have, which I don't know, I found this really cool. We basically have Clay in this one who's playing guitar. So literally, not only is he playing guitar, Matt focuses on this scene for at least probably like, I would estimate at least about a good, minute, maybe two, of literally just him standing there playing the guitar. No, nothing else, just him standing there playing guitar. So that's when I knew this episode was taking it easy, because I'm like, okay, we have time to focus on that? That's crazy. But anyway, I thought that was really, really good. And basically, at the very end of the episode, you kind of got Maya that strikes back again. She kills another member of the group. Now she kills Zoe. So we see that Maya is still doing her thing and still, getting ready to, to take out the rest. So that's what she does. So we see the death of Zoe in this one by Maya. And the episode basically ends with Blair as he gets on a motorcycle, and it looks like he's getting ready to, fight one of the Brotherhood people, right? So, pretty cool. So it's a very chill episode. That's literally all I got to say about it. I mean, I'm not going to go into major detail for this one just because, I mean, there really isn't too much to say aside from, I thought it was an interesting episode. I really did like it. It is one of my personal favorites this season because I feel like this season has been not overwhelming, but I feel like we have been getting a lot of stuff kind of shoved in our face a little bit. So it's nice to kind of be able to kind of like, chill back for an episode and kind of regroup a little bit. I feel like this season did need an episode like this. So I really like this episode. I'm not even going to joke when I say I'm giving this a 9.5. I think it's darn near perfect. I'm not quite giving it a 10 just because I have to still have like a mind-blowing episode for it to be a 10. But it is exactly what it needs to be at the same time. So I'm still going to go a 9.5. I think this definitely deserves the high rating for this one. I really enjoy the episode, and I think it's very, very well done, honestly, guys. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about this episode of Survival of the Fittest. Definitely let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. So of course, guys, if you're new here, click subscribe and tune up some of my videos for Survival of the Fittest. Follow Dance Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon. Another video for The Walking Dead and Survival of the Fittest. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
My God, no!